Hey guys, Jib here bringing you a multi-team deathmatch gameplay on the map Cargo, and I've got to say this is probably my favorite game mode of all time. You can actually pull 3 people in and go against 2 other teams, and I've got to say it's very fun. We were doing this last night for about 10 hours straight. We were on a win streak for that long. Nobody could beat us. We had a couple of close matches, and it did come down to the wire sometimes, but then we managed to just completely win for about 10 hours, and then after that, after we took a break and tried to come back and continue our streak, we actually took a loss. But I've got to say, I really do love multi-team based games. Hardpoint, Kill Confirm, Team Deathmatch, it's all fun. And this gameplay specifically, I managed to go 28-1 in the Team Deathmatch variant, which means I got about a little over a third of the actual kills of the total match. So I think it worked out pretty well. Now, I also got 2 Dragonfires, but the Scorestreaks I'm actually using is UAV, Hellstorm, and Dragonfire. And a quick note on the actual Hellstorm missile, I did not know you could actually boost it to speed it up towards the ground. It wasn't until I was watching a kill cam and just looking around on the screen to see what the Hellfire actually had that I noticed that if you pull the left trigger, you can actually speed it up, kind of like a Predator missile boost, right before you actually make the miniature missiles come out of it and blow up an area. So what I like to do is actually, when I launch it, try to get it closer to the ground. That way I can have a bigger explosion area. That way I can take out a full area rather than have all these little missiles going everywhere trying to take out one person at a time. And even if you don't want to actually trigger the multi-miniature missiles coming out of it, you can take it in straight as a Predator if you really want to, and I've done that a couple times. If I see there's only one person or they're in a building, I'll actually try to send it through a pane of glass in the ceiling if it has it, and use it as a Predator missile, then trying to actually waste it by making it spread out and not get anything overall. But I've also figured out a couple of other kill streak setups that are working, or score streak setups. I think my favorite one right now is Hellstorm, Orbital VStat, and then the Lone Star, I believe it's called, which is basically the Black Ops 2 version of the Reaper, which it is even better than the Reaper. This thing is so good, it's not even funny. The missiles fly in a whole lot faster, and this is what I'm talking about right here, is when I actually trigger the speed up of the actual Hellstorm missile and get it down closer. I did get a couple kills. I think I destroyed a Guardian turret too. I think that's what they're called. And those Guardians are actually really good if you are using them strategically. And quick note on this pistol, the TAC-45, I really wasn't using the single fire pistols. I usually stuck with the B-23R because it was kind of like the replica from MW2 until Drifter was like, dude, this pistol is a 2-shot kill, you should really use it. So I put it on, I put on extended mags, and that's what I get. I can go on feeds with this pistol alone. If I run out of assault rifle ammo, I don't have to worry about a backup or anything like that, or looking for weapons on the ground, as long as I have that pistol. Now, a quick word on leveling up fast. If you're struggling to level up and it's taking you forever, what you need to do is, if you have Nuketown 2025, go into that specific playlist and play that as much as you possibly can. If you also can put on a Stinger type weapon in your secondary, I think it's called something else, but put that on, and you can also put on a piece of equipment called the Black Hat. Just start taking out UAVs. I believe you get 125 points per UAV takedown, so it'll help you build up those points non-stop. I know it's helping me a lot. I think I'm about to be in 3rd Prestige already, and I've only been playing the game since Tuesday, but I'm allowed to actually rank up so fast because of the tactics I'm using. One thing you do want to pay attention to is, because there are shock charges now, these things are really annoying. They can really put you at a disadvantage if the enemy is just throwing them out everywhere. You're gonna want to run Tac Mask as your 3rd perk. I sometimes usually run that, especially when I'm playing Nuketown, because they are just chucking concussions, they are chucking shock charges everywhere, and you can't take one step without being hit with it. And on Nuketown, my probably most used perks are Flak Jacket, Tac Mask, and Toughness. That way I won't flinch, and the explosives and all the concussions and shock charges won't mess with me, and it's really helpful. So if you need to do this, put those on and you shouldn't have a problem. Now, everyone's seeing this Ghost perk come up. It's even in one of your default classes that you can use. It's nowhere near as OP as everyone makes it out to be. You actually have to be moving in order to stay off radar, and I've tested this many times myself. If you're strafing side to side without having the stock on your weapon that basically gives you Stalker, you'll still show up on the actual radar. So it's kind of weird. Sometimes it's messed up, especially since there is so much UAV spam. You're seeing so many UAVs a game, at least 20. That's a guess, because I mean, if I run UAV up, I can put up 4 or 5 myself a game. So I think Ghost, they probably should have lowered it, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like this, but the only perk that I'm having a problem with right now is Cold-Blooded. The huge problem that I had with Ghost in every game, or Assassin and whatnot, was the fact that the name tag never showed up no matter what you used. In Modern Warfare 3, if you used Marksman, you should have been able to see Assassin, because that was Marksman thing, was showing the name tag across the map. I don't care about staying off radar, I don't care about all that. I want to see that name tag come up, because if I'm aiming down sights and you're like 10 feet away, I want to see that name tag. Cold-Blooded should not prevent you from actually showing it, especially if you're hiding in a bush. Cold-Blooded can make it worse than Ghost. I mean, even if there's not a UAV up and you're wearing Cold-Blooded, you can basically take advantage of some of the aspects of Assassin or Ghost, and you can still camp in a corner, camp in a bush, lying on the ground, and people would not be able to see you, and when you walk by them, they'll just get up and shoot you in the back or knife you, and it really just annoys the heck out of me. So that's what I wish they would do, just give the name tag back, take it off of Cold-Blooded, because I know Cold-Blooded still has a lot of the stealth perks. They removed it off of Ghost. They split it up into Ghost and Blind Eye, Cold-Blooded, and one other stealth perk, I believe, to try to break it down and make it all even. But the thing is, you can actually use all your like wild cards to get all the stealth perks. You can put a silencer on your weapon. I haven't been seeing any of this yet. People haven't been abusing it, and if you do use all this stuff, you're really at a disadvantage, because the perks are there to help you. The attachments on your gun are there so you can kill faster, move around, reload, aim down sight faster, everything like that. And if you're loading up on stealth perks and a silencer, you will get nowhere in this game. I'm telling you straight up, you will get nowhere, because I have seen many people try to do this to get a couple kills, to even just get a UAV, and they're not able to do it, because by the time they kill one person, they're immediately being killed, because say they can't reload fast enough, they can't move fast enough, things like that, and they're just being dropped almost instantly. So I think it's fair that they've broken up all the stealth perks, but I still wish that that name tag would show up and Cold-Blooded would not kind of take that away. Now, 2 videos you probably missed. The one on the left is part 1 of my Nuketown Zombies, and the video on the right is the first attempt at Transit on Black Ops 2. A link to my Twitter will be down in the description in case you want to follow me or get into open lobbies. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Other than that, peace out.